Okay, everyone, welcome to today's early enrolment information session for Griffith College, Trimester 3, 2021. We're going to give a few minutes for attendees to log in and get settled, to come on in and just, yeah, I suppose get their cuppa, get their afternoon coffee, their iced tea, whatever it is they're having this afternoon before we get started. I'll probably start by introducing myself. I'm Tanya and I'm from the Student and Academic Services team here at Griffith College. Joining me is Caitlin. She's our Student Experience Coordinator. So she organises and runs all things fun for students at the college. We're also joined today by Ella Alba. She is one of our fantastic student and learning advisors. Ella's based down at the Gold Coast. We're coming to you from Mount Gravatt campus today. And we also have Chow. She's on hand to answer any questions that you might have in the Q&A today. And Chow is currently in Vietnam. And yeah, so virtual hello to Chow and also to Ella today. I don't know, what else can we get started by doing? Maybe asking students as they come in to put into the chat where they're logging in from today. That would be fun. And I really look forward to that because it gives us a scope, an idea of where all of our students are studying from, whether it's in different parts of Australia or different parts of Brisbane and the Gold Coast, and of course, across the world. So as you're coming in, we've got Hillcrest. All right, we've got Hillcrest in the house. Fantastic. Start local.
Oh, Morningside.
Oh,
okay.
The M's are coming in, Malaysia, Morningside.
Karina. Oh,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Kathmandu. Oh, I wish I knew all these languages like that.
Yeah. Ooh, what's hello in Vietnamese?
Xin chào.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry.
Fantastic. We have Sri Lanka, India, Korea, Dubai. Wonderful. Minsk.
Wow.
It was fantastic. Shayla Park, yeah. So a few locals
Camp
as well.
Hill?
Camp Hill, yeah,
Just
just
down the
around the
road.
corner. Oh, Pingtung, Taiwan. I always get so excited. You know, it's real. It's not just real for the students who are joining us and getting all of their information today, but it is very much real for us too, just being able to welcome all of you. So this is wonderful. Yeah, cool. All right. So yeah, I guess if we maybe, I don't know, give another minute or so for everybody to come on in. We've got a bit of ground to cover today. We'll be going for the hour, just trying to provide you with as much information as we can in time for the enrolment that commences on Tuesday morning. So that's next Tuesday, the 28th of September from 10 a.m. You'll be able to log on to the student portal or the digital campus, select your classes and create your timetable. And of course, your study experience is going to be about so much more than that as well. And that's what we want to kind of talk you through today, is where to find all of the information that you'll need to get through your studies with us. So I guess what we can do is maybe make a start. Oh, we've got Japan. We've got so many different locations, which is amazing. All right, so what we're going to cover today, just to break this down for you, is to give you an overview. Registration, so enrolment in your classes, as I mentioned there, will start on Tuesday, the 28th of September, so next Tuesday. And this is for all of our new students, so brand new students who are starting their diplomas. And also we have some returning students as well who may be logging on to enroll in their classes. Now that's going to be 10 a.m. next Tuesday morning, Brisbane time. So just bearing in mind that will be Brisbane, Queensland time. We're going to give you some information about how to get access to the digital campus. Now, the digital campus that we refer to is basically it's a website, it's an online hub where all of the information that you need when you're studying will be kept on the digital campus. So we're going to go through where everything is, so where you can find all the information you need. We'll also be talking you through how to update your student profile. So in having access to the digital campus, you'll be asked to enter personal details just to build your student profile on there. We'll also show you how to set up your Griffith College email account. Now, your email account is the email address that we're going to be sending important information, updates. You'll receive emails from teachers about classwork, also from the Student and Academic Services team. We'll send you emails. Anything you need to know will be sent to your email account. So you'll need to set that up. We'll also let you know more about choosing your classes, what kinds of classes they will be, and how to finalize your timetable, and just any other important notes. So maybe even things that you haven't thought to ask yet, but you will need to know. We'll just go through some other stuff with you and also give you some useful links. So any key links that you will need in order to enroll, find information, just more information about your programs, etc. We'll let you know what those links are. And we will also let you know a little bit about what's next. So what to look forward to before you actually start your classes. And I think Kate will also let us know about the fun stuff,
yes,
the student activities and everything. So we'll make a start and talk you through that. If you do have questions today, please feel free to click on the Q&A function on your screen there on the webinar. I think you should be able to type in questions and a lovely Chow will respond to your questions for you. And I think we'll also hear a little bit from Ella as well, if Ella has some stuff to add just in general about classes and other things that you'll need to know more from an academic perspective. So we'll be hearing a bit from Ella as well. Okay. Now, first of all, what you will need is to have access to, as we've mentioned, the digital campus, which is where you will find all the information you'll need. So for the very first time, we're going to sort of let you know how to get into the digital campus and how to log on. So for the very first time, because you haven't used the digital campus, or many of you haven't used it before, for the first time, you'll just need to get in there via the general Griffith College web address. So you can get there just by going into the Griffith College, let's see, it's the griffithcollege.edu.au. There's the address peeking over the top there. So you can actually get into the digital campus for the first time by going to the website homepage and just clicking on digital campus here. So what will happen then, I'll just show you. If you click on this link, it will take you to the homepage of the Griffith College Digital Campus. But because I've already logged in and got my profile sorted out, my homepage is clearly visible. But if you are doing that for the first time, what you will find is that you will get this screen here. And that is going to prompt you to enter your username and also your password. So for the very first time, you haven't logged in before, what you're going to need to enter as your username is your student ID. So it's your Griffith College ID that we may have asked you to quote this to us before. It will be on your college offer letter. So if you're in doubt as to where to find that, have a look for an email from us, or your offer letter definitely will be on there. And in almost all cases, your Griffith College student ID will be 1000 with some numbers at the end. It may have more or fewer zeros, but it will start with 1000. For some of our students who have studied with us before and are returning, you may have one of the older style student IDs, so it may be some letters and then 1703 or 1802, etc. But have a look, and if you can find that, put your student college, your student ID as your username. And in the password field, what you would do for the first time there, because you haven't set one up yet, this is what you're doing now. For the password, now you put in your date of birth backwards. So if you can remember to do that, the format we ask you to enter this in is your year of birth. So say 1992, or well, there's an example there. So if you were born on the 2nd of the 5th, 99, it would be 1999-0502. So that would be the password that you enter for the first time. So once you've done that, it should prompt you to change your password to something easier to remember. So you should be able to change your password on the spot there. Okay. What we'd also want you to do is enter your contact details so that we'll be able to contact you, and just to make sure that all of the personal information on your profile is up to date. So how you would do that, again, you go to the digital campus now that you've got access with that password and everything. You log in with the student ID, and then under My Apps, you select Profile Password, and you'll need to edit the following tabs. So I'll just let you know here how to, this one here, how to get there is you go to My Apps, and then you click on profile password in order to update your profile. And from there, it will just ask you to enter, oops, sorry about that. I'm accelerating ahead. You click on personal details, complete like your address details, any regulatory information that you still need to enter. It will ask you, and it will specifically let you know what you need to enter there. Privacy as well, and also your contact details. So you just click on that blue edit button there in order to update and enter these details. So it should be fairly straightforward. Now, when you're entering your contact details there, there's just a note to remember about formatting. So for our local students, so those based in Australia, your phone number format for local numbers would be +617. So just a note to remember to enter it actually in that format. If it's a cell or mobile number, you're wanting to enter that +614 before the rest of that mobile number and leave out the 0. So that just gives you an example of how your contact details will appear once you've completed your profile. So just things like your email address, contact number, permanent home address, and also we ask you to supply an emergency contact as well and their street address. Now for our international students, you only need to add your cell phone. We don't ask you to put in just a regular phone number. So just a cell phone is absolutely fine for you to enter there. Okay, so we can now just go through some important notes, and these are other things that you will need to know before you start your studies with us. Just a note about classes. All the class times are going to be in Brisbane Gold Coast time, so Queensland time for all of the class times that are published. If you're not sure before you enroll about which courses you're going to need to enroll into and which order you need to study them in, please refer to the Trimester 3 program planners. Now, they are basically guides that we have available on the digital campus for students. It gives you an overview of your program, and all of the courses within that program are listed, as well as the order that you need to study those courses in, just to make everything a bit easier for you. So it lets you know which subjects to take. I can click on, I think I've got one open here that I can show you. It's not that one. Just 1 second. So the program planners are all stored here and are really helpful. This is really quickly scrolling this mouse. So if we go to Trimester 3, click on there and you will see that all of the program information comes up on this page. So for students commencing Trimester 3 2021, which is you guys, you just scroll down a little bit and you'll be able to find your program planners about halfway down the page, along with some other really helpful information. But the program planners themselves are about halfway down. So depending on which program, you're going to be enrolling in, gives you all of the information you need. So for instance, if I was starting engineering, I would just click on it here. Program planner comes up and you'll see all of the courses listed there that you'll be undertaking as part of that particular diploma. It lets you know first trimester courses, second trimester courses, and also third trimester there. So it's all really mapped out for you to hopefully make it much easier if you're not sure which courses exactly you're supposed to be enrolling into. So that's a really helpful thing to have, is access to that. Okay, so yeah, along with the program planners, you will see on this particular page some information about learning support. So you can get information there about the kind of learning support that the college offers to you. You have online consultation available with your lecturers and your tutors. We've got free language development modules. We've got a team of student learning advisors that you can get in touch with at any time, and they can help you with any questions you've got pertaining to your studies. And we've also got some wonderful student counsellors, one on each campus as well, to help out with anything else you need. Also on this page is just more information about attendance and program completion, GPA specific information about program progression if you are going to be progressing to a university degree following your diploma. We'll also have access available to the course outlines in the next week or so. So for each course that you select, there is a whole outline in relation to that course, letting you know a bit more about assessments and key dates and other things like that. Then of course we have the program planners and just some other information about our diplomas there. So that's a really interesting page to have access to. So we've got a link to that, in the presentation. And just letting you guys know, it is a lot of information that we're giving you today, and we by no means expect for you to remember every single thing. So we will send out a copy of this presentation to you so that you've got it at your fingertips, along with all of the links. Okay. Now, full-time study, just to bear in mind, 3 or 4 courses is a mandatory requirement if you are an international student. In some cases, it may be approved that you can drop to slightly less, but this is something that would be on a case-by-case basis, and we would ask you to maybe speak to a student advisor about that if, in regards to your study load. Australian students who wish to enrol in just one subject, we would ask you to please complete the enrolment assistance form. Now, that is something that the enrolment system, so the registration system, won't allow you to do, is enroll in just one subject. It's something that we just need to do for you manually to get you enrolled into that one course. Now, with regards to fee help, again, for our domestic students, fee help has to be organised before you can proceed with your enrolment. And that includes, in general, payment of fees for students who are paying for their fees up front, or even payment plans. That all needs to be worked out before the system will let you conclude your enrolment. Now, with regards to fee help for our domestic students, when you applied to study with us, you would have completed the application form and ticked if you required fee help to be used to cover your tuition fees. Now, that doesn't automatically mean that the fee help is going to be applied to your account. It is something that we would request you send more information, such as your Australian citizenship, so that we can confirm that and go through the motions of sending you out a fee help application. So if you have any doubts about the fee help and if you're eligible for it, or if it's been applied to your account, please get in touch with us and we can have a look into that for you. Now, with regards to Centrelink, for local students, you can be eligible to receive Centrelink payments for your registered program duration, which is up to 3 trimesters, which is the standard allowable time frame to complete the Griffith College program. But we do have more information available on our website about tuition fees, and especially things pertaining to Centrelink and fee help. So please have a look over there if you're not sure. And other enrolment conditions to be aware of that might affect your enrolment going through is if we have asked you to provide some additional documentation, such as a grade 12 certificate or something similar. There are sometimes documents that we do have to have copies of before we can unblock your enrolment, I guess, and ensure that your enrolment goes through. So yeah, so that's something else to be mindful of. Is there anything you'd like to jump in on at the moment? I feel like I'm rambling on and on.
No, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, you've explained it very well. I think, yeah, different boxes.
Could I just mention something about that slide, please, Dan?
Please do.
And a question's just popped up in the Q&A box as well, and I'll answer that as well. It's to do with full-time study. So I'm a student learning advisor, and as Tanya mentioned, if you want to reduce your study load, then you need to meet with an advisor, and we can advise you sort of which course you should drop or what you need to do and help you fill out the form for that. So yeah, and someone's just put in a question into the chat as well. As an international student, can you only enroll in one subject? There are certain cases where this is allowed, but you need to get special approval for it. Now, I'm talking to international students here, whether you're onshore or offshore in Australia or not. We strongly recommend that you start in 3 or 4 subjects, okay? And we're not going to drop you down before classes start, okay? You need to go to your classes in the first week or first 2 weeks, experience them all, and then you can make an informed decision about which subject you should drop, Okay, don't make a decision before you've even tried your classes. Okay, if you know I can't study more than 2 subjects for whatever reason, that's okay, but you need to try your classes first. All right, so please go to your classes for the first week or 2. You've got the first 4 weeks of classes, and if you just drop 1 or 2 subjects, that money will be transferred to the next trimester. So you're not going to lose any money, but you should enroll in the full course load straight up. All right, now to address the question in the Q&A, so as an Australian student, are you able to do 4 subjects whilst doing core maths instead of 3? So I'm assuming you're doing maybe health science or engineering. It will depend on your program and what we can fit into a timetable. So usually it will be 3 to start off with, but we could have a look to see what we can fit into your timetable if you're doing the core math skills. But, you know, you guys are welcome to book in with student learning advisors and even your program conveners to talk about that further. Yeah, and so someone else has mentioned, can you increase subjects from 3 to 4? We do not recommend you adding classes, adding extra subjects after the classes have started. We don't want you missing even 1 week of classes. So, you know, we're starting on the 18th of October. You need to have an idea of what you want to try. We recommend that you start off with the maximum, and if you need to, then you can drop down.
Yeah, good point, Ellie. Yeah, I think that's good. And it depends on your particular study program, which is why we would urge you over the weekend and before the enrolment opens next Tuesday is to access those program planners and really get to know your program. Sometimes the the way that our offer is made to you is based on which courses are available in which trimester versus which trimester you're starting in. So yeah, so have a look at your program planners. And if you do still have any questions on the day of enrolment and you're not sure, just get in touch and we can have a look at that again for you. Absolutely. Okay. I think next I was just going to have a quick chat about the classes and what to look out for specifically when you're going into the registration to choose your classes on Tuesday and how that will appear. So when you do go into enroll next week, you will actually be going into this part here. So you go to My Apps on the homepage of Digital Campus, and you just go to the enrollment option here and click on that. When I click on it at the moment, it does say that there are no open registrations, but of course that's because enrollment hasn't started yet, doesn't start till Tuesday. But you will find on Tuesday morning when you do click on it, it'll come alive a little bit more and you'll see classes and options coming up on the screen for you to have a look at and enroll in, depending on what time you would like to select classes for. So if you're a Mount Gravatt student, you will find that your classes will be numbered in single numbers. So it'll be class 1, class 2, class 3, etc. Pretty straightforward. And they will be the face-to-face classes offered at Mount Gravatt campus. So when I say face-to-face, they will all actually be hybrid classes that we're going to be offering. And what hybrid means is it's going to be a combination of face-to-face classes based on campus, which are also going to be live streamed via Zoom at the same time. So something to bear in mind with the hybrid classes, the online element is not like a self-paced option. It is simply to watch the live streamed class, but you will be going at the same paces as the rest of the class, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But the Mount Gravatt classes are going to be numbered 1, 2, 3, etc. when you go in to enroll on Tuesday. The classes that are numbered 20, 21, 22, etc. are going to be our Gold Coast classes. So they're going to be based on the Gold Coast campus, face-to-face / Zoom. So again, hybrid classes. So have a look out for those. And any classes you might see in the registration area that are numbered 30 and above, so 30, 31, 32, will actually be Zoom only. So they will be 100% online. So if you are going to be studying programs, including the associate degree and foundation program, those particular programs are definitely going to all be held online only. So yeah, just to bear in mind the different class numbers and what they mean. Now, I don't know, Ella, if you wanted to jump in with a word about the anytime, anywhere option.
Yes and no. I think the thing here to note for everybody is when we talk about online study here, we don't do any self-paced online study, okay? We're only sort of offering these online options because, you know, as a backup plan, we're getting locked down, we're getting locked out of states and countries, but we still want to connect with you. So we're offering these options via Zoom and hybrid because as much as possible, we want you in class on time, okay? It's like a live stream, so it's designed for you to be there at that time. If you're planning to study your program, you know, in your own time because you're working 9 to 5 or you're working crazy hours or, you know, you can't work out the time difference, then that's not the way our programs are designed to be delivered, okay? We still want to interact with you in class, but we do have some backup options. You know, if you miss a class here and there, you have one work shift or you're sick one day, then you can catch up with our anytime, anywhere materials. But that is not the way that we have designed the whole program to be offered. So remember, if it says Zoom or it says online, it means that we want you online, live with the teacher at the same time. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's just so effective and it's so nice to be able to engage. Obviously, if you can come to campus and are in you're in Queensland or you're in Gold Coast or Brisbane, it is just so wonderful to be able to come into campus, into the classroom, engage with your classmates and with the teacher. It just makes for a better experience in so many ways.
Yeah, and we'll have some awesome events as well, so you can come along and we'll have stuff happening all the time. So even outside the classroom, you'll be able to catch up with your fellow classmates with some of the events. So
absolutely,
yeah, it'll be very exciting.
Yeah, Caitlin has become very, very good at enticing students to come onto campus with all sorts of things. We had llamas on campus a couple of days ago, llamas and lollies. We've got a barbecue coming up as well, which we'll let you know a bit more about later in the session. But yeah, it's really good. But also for those of you who are offshore and can't join us, obviously we can't wait until you can. But if you don't have the choice and can't come to campus, then obviously we will do our very best to support you and try and make your experience every bit as good as those who can't come. So we don't want anybody to feel left out.
We'll have lots of fun online events as well, like trivia and games nights.
Yes, games night. Yeah, wonderful. All right. So hopefully what I've said about the class numbers, when you register, when you go in to register for your classes on Tuesday, you will be able to tell the difference between the class numbers. All right. Now, if you do need help with your enrollment on Tuesday, which look, many of you may do, you may have a lot of questions. There are FAQs on our Enrolment Help page, and I'm pretty excited about this page, I have to say, because I don't think there's anything that's not covered. So if you have a look through the Enrolment Help page and there's still a question you need help with, if your query is not listed there, please get in touch with us via the methods there, live chats, or give us a call. But I'll show you this Enrolment Help page. It's amazing. I might close off another few of the tabs that I've got open, because I do have quite a few. Now, is it this one? No, it's not. Oh, it's the last one. Here we are. Finally. Sorry, like tab county here. All right, so enrollment troubleshooting. We have got quite a library here. In fact, Enrollment Self-Help Library it is called, and it lists so many things, so many variations of things that may go wrong or that you may not be sure of when it comes to enrollment time. So just to have a scroll down there, yeah, hopefully any question you have will be answered. They won't all be listed. So like I say, if it's not, get in touch with us, but it covers all sorts of questions. So if your class is full and there are no other options, if your classes are clashing, I mean, there are answers to so many things. So please refer to this, the link obviously in the presentation there, and it should be able to answer your question. If it doesn't though, please jump on and ask us via live chat, which is available all throughout the day. So just at the bottom right there of the digital campus page, there is the option to click on that and just jump on and ask us a question, or you can give us a call. You can give us a call, from overseas. We've got an international format, but give us a call and we can help that way or online. Now, useful links, as I said, we've got all of your useful links in the one place here, which we'll send you, which includes our general website, the program planners, which has got all of your course information, course combinations there, the enrollment portal, so that will be exactly where you need to be on Tuesday morning to choose your classes, that wonderful enrollment help page, that self-help library that I just went through, flexible learning information, which Ella touched on there about how, the different study modes that we'll be offering, and also the frequently asked questions. And also USI, we've got a link there to the unique student identifier website if you do need to get one of those. Many of you will already have a USI. So international students who are currently studying offshore, you don't need to worry about having a USI at this point. It's something that you would get if you land in Australia. So once you do come to us and go through customs, before you can create a USI, you use your passport as a form of ID. But there's, really interesting information about the USI requirement there. Yeah, what else did we include here? Any questions? So we'll maybe go through some more of the social stuff. If others.
Yeah, while people are thinking of questions, I can give
absolutely.
everyone a bit of an overview on the activities. So the best way to get the information is to follow us on Facebook or Instagram. So if you type in Griffith College on Facebook, you can give us a follow, and then Griffith College AU on the Instagram, and you can also give us a like and a follow. That's the best way to kind of regularly keep up to date. If you don't have either like social accounts, that's okay. We'll also send out a weekly newsletter. And some of the events that we'll do are the English conversation circles that we'll host weekly. So offshore, onshore, wherever you are, you can join online and we can have a bit of a chat and catch up. And we can play some online games, and we'll have a different topic every week. So for those wanting to practice their English, it's a perfect space to do so. And it'll be hosted by myself, one of our staff, or one of the college mates that we have. So they volunteer their time to help out with activities, and they'll be students. I'll also be sending out an overview email of all the orientation related activities that are happening over the next couple of weeks. So included in that email will be this PowerPoint and a link to this recording as well. So if you want to go through it again, all that information will be there. So make sure you look out for the email. It'll be entitled, I guess, Orientation Overview, and you'll receive that by the end of next week. So make sure you look out for that. Some other events we've got planned will be, we've had a step challenge. We'll have llamas. We've got an on-campus welcome as well during orientation week. And we've also got a virtual welcome, so everyone gets a chance to meet each other. And we'll be having trivia and online games nights as well. So that activity schedule, it's pretty jam-packed. That'll be sent out as well with all this information, so you can book in those times and try and attend, so you get to meet your fellow students. And any questions about the events?
I really don't think there's a week that goes by that you don't have something planned.
It's very exactly.
And we all get to join in as well.
Lots staff members come, and it's it's like all one big happy family. So I just highly encourage you to join, even if you don't know anyone, just take that chance. Even if it's an online event, come along and meet people. Then it'll be very easy to meet people and very easy to join in as well. So and if you can, definitely follow us on Instagram and Facebook. That's where a lot of the events will be advertised. So
no, it's good. And I think it is nice to have these little times. Like, we're going to be keeping in touch with you so much that if at any point you've got any concerns or just want to have a chat to us about anything at all, really, there's always someone at the college who'll be able to help out. I'm in the student and academic services team. So if you ever have any questions about your fees or about your classes or about anything at all, really. If you're needing student documents or whatever, just get in touch with us at any time. Like I showed you before, you can jump onto the chat during business hours. We're on there just answering any queries that you've got. You can give us a call and we can really help you. Or if we can't, we can direct you to the right person, whether that's one of our wonderful student learning advisors who really knows so much and they can give you the best advice if you've got any concerns about, your studies and stuff like that. Yeah, Ella, like, that's you. So that's really, just always, if you need help, we're going to make it really easy for you to be able to find that help at any point. But it all starts with knowing your way around the digital campus. I guess that's probably for us to be able to put you in the best position before Tuesday so that you know exactly what you're doing to be able to secure that timetable and get to know a little bit more about the courses that you're going to be starting. That's probably the most important thing that we can set you up with at the moment. Yeah, for sure. I think I've absolutely powered through this webinar. I really want to be able to answer more questions though. So please, anybody jump in with a question. Student number. Yes, that student number. Believe me, guys, you're going to have it memorized before you finish, because it's probably the very first question we ask you whenever you get in touch with the college. It's what's your student ID? So you will know it. You will know it off by heart. I don't know about back to front because that would be a bit weird with it being a number. I don't think I'd remember it that way, but you will get to know it really, really well. It's like your second name by the time you finish studying. So I mean, we would encourage you to do that, trying to log into the digital campus for the first time with that student ID and trying the date of birth backwards. If you're not sure about the format of the date of birth backwards, if I wasn't like too clear on it, please let us know. But I think, I would use mine as an example, but that would be really embarrassing. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just trying to think what else. We could have a little look on the digital campus there, because there might be questions about, say, student ID cards might be something you've been wondering about as well. So once you do get access to the magical world of digital campus, a great way of having a look around at things like IT, I'll just click on this IT support. I could go through the entire, but it's so jam-packed with helpful information. It would take such a long time. That's how good it is. But with regards to your student ID, for those of you who are wondering about how to get that, in the IT support section, student email, that's what I was going to cover as well. Your student email is going to be the main way that we will contact you with important information. So you can have a click in there. This icon here obviously is the email, so it will just give you prompts to set up your student email address. And applying for a student ID card.
Oh no, sorry. I haven't seen this page before. Sorry, I was like,
oh really?
A lot of information.
I love it. It's a revelation.
I was like, oh wow.
Sometimes you'll just
I'm learning stuff too today. Yeah.
Interesting kind of work.
Yeah.
So how to apply for a student ID card? It's really, really straightforward. If you treat it similarly to applying for a passport, I guess, in terms of how your photo should look when you take it and send it to us. So to apply for a student ID card, you will just click on this link here and you'll log in using your portal email address. So once you've got that email address set up, it will allow you to do certain other things. So once you've set up that email address and have it, which will be your student ID at portal.griffithcollege.edu.au, that's the format that it will take. You click upload and you submit your photo. So selfie on your phone is absolutely fine as long as it meets those requirements, which is passport requirements. We need you to have a blank background, a neutral face, and to be, I guess, fairly close up in that it should just be from the neck upwards. Once your photo is approved by the student admin team, you'll get an email notification, and that will be that it's been approved and you can come and collect that physical card from the office. So that would be obviously 4th floor reception if you're at the Gold Coast, and 5th floor reception if you're coming to Matt just to pick up that card. Yeah, from college reception. And you can also obviously pick it up if you're going to be attending campus or when you attend campus, it'll be your first week of classes. You can come and collect it then, or you can, if you're nice and organized and you get to send it in before orientation day, come and pick it up in orientation, and then at least you've got it. So that's how to apply for your student ID card. Now your S number, everyone asks, what is an S number?
Another number to remember.
In short, it's another student ID, like you need to, but in this case, you do need to. You will have a student ID for Griffith College, but you'll also have a Griffith University student ID, otherwise known as an S number. What the S number gives you access to, it gives you access to a lot of online university services, so it is really important. It is your access to the internet, the Wi-Fi here, databases, and also printing, online library services, but it will also, if you're going on to the university to study after you've studied with us, it will be a student number for when you go to the uni. So what you'll find too, once you've set up your digital portal profile, your S number will actually appear in the top right corner, so you'll never forget it again. It will be there all the time. And there's also a guide for activating your S number. So next Tuesday, if you are enrolling next Tuesday or next week at some point, if you allow a few days after you've enrolled, you will receive an email prompting you to actually activate your S number, because the S number is something that you need to activate before you have access to all these wonderful services. So just look out for that in your student inbox. Now, hardware and software, this is pretty cool for those of you who didn't know about this, is that we actually offer free Office 365 to our students. You can access it by clicking on this link here, but you can access it. It gives you activation instructions for both Mac users and PC users. So you'll have access to that whole suite of programs, which is pretty cool. So a lot of people,
yeah, it's a couple of $100, I
yeah.
think.
So a lot of people don't know that. Okay. So is there anything else that we can kind of cover at the moment for those out there wanting to ask?
Just another thing as well, I forgot to mention, we are having a barbecue next Tuesday, 12:30 at both campuses when enrollment opens next Tuesday. So if you need any help enrolling, or you just want to come along and meet some staff and meet some other students, feel free to pop along. An email will be going out this afternoon, so have a look for that. It'll go to your personal email at this stage, and it'll be nice to hopefully see some of you guys. So
that's fantastic, because when we say if you're having enrollment issues, call us or jump on chat, and then come to our barbecue and ask us over a sausage and bread. I know, and we'll be able to help you that way.
Perfect lunch. You can have a look at the campus and the classrooms as well. So if you can make it, it'd be worth your while. Yeah, and that's a really good opportunity, I think, is to come to the campus, and it just makes it that more real when you can have a look around and see the classrooms, the computer labs as well. Our computer labs are fantastic if you need that kind of access anytime. There's 24 hours just to come and have a look around, I guess. And that will be the case as well for orientation, right? And you'll have a few opportunities to come on campus before you even start your classes, so you can really get familiar with everything and get to know what you're for. Well, that's right. Come and meet the team. You probably meet some teaching staff and some of the student and academic services staff, the student learning advisors. Just come and meet a mix of people. And like I say, it just, if you actually come in and meet people, it just makes that more real. But of course, we're always available virtually as well. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Tell us about orientation. Tell us a bit more about sorry, I know I kind of glossed over. I should have had a big PowerPoint slide dedicated. Love the excitement, Ella. Awesome. So 15 minutes. I'll go step by step. So as briefly mentioned before, so for orientation week, we have a virtual welcome. So anyone's welcome with that. We'll have a few meet and mingle events, like we'll do a bit of a speed networking, we'll do a bit of a trivia, so we can have a bit of icebreakers, and it'll be a really nice virtual platform for everyone to really just connect with each other. So again, all information will be sent out next week for that. So I don't have it right now, but we're just finalizing a few logistics. So that'll be a really fun way, again, to see everyone who's offshore and really connects And then on top of that, we will have an on-campus welcome as well at each of the locations. So there'll be a Gold Coast one and also a Mount Gravatt. And it'll be a very similar format to the virtual welcome. So we'll do a bit of speed networking so everyone can kind of get to know each other. And we'll have some staff as well. So you can hopefully get to know your teachers and your program conveners. And as Tam was mentioning before, student academic services and maybe even a bit of marketing. And we'll also have some food and drinks as well. So again, that'll be a really nice opportunity for everyone to see each other and engage on a face-to-face level, and you can get to know the classes. So that's happening specifically in O week, so those 2 big welcomes. And then in the lead up to O week, we'll have an online trivia. So they're really fun if anyone's ever played a Kahoot trivia. We'll do them, and we'll start our English conversation circles as well. We're hoping to get them every Wednesday so everyone can come along, and again you can practice your English skills or just get to know people. And then we'll have another virtual games night as well. So we're just utilizing platforms where we can get everyone, because we've got onshore and offshore students, but we really want everyone to get to know each other. So that's why we're going virtual. But again, we will have that on-campus event, so people who are in Brisbane can also meet face-to-face. But we want to get to know every single student. So they're the main big activities that we're having over the next coming weeks. And so make sure when you do see them in that email that you're registering, and you can put them in your calendar as reminders, because it can be a bit easy to forget, but they'll be really crucial into just getting to know everyone. I'm very excited because this is my first big orientation trimester, so I'm really excited to meet all of you and really get to know you. If you've got any event suggestions, I'd love to hear them, or any ideas, or you just want to get involved in any capacity. I really want to make everyone feel welcome and really celebrate anything you have to offer, really. So I was going to say, I mean, for our onshore students that have been assisting you, like the mates and also the pals that assist, are really they always look like they're having such a good time. They are,
these events, So that's something definitely for our onshore students who are starting out with us in October to bear in mind. If that's something that might interest you, getting involved in these events and helping to organise.
Exactly.
It gives you some really good events experience as well, if that's the kind of thing that you may be wanting to do eventually. Yeah,
exactly. And even just in any kind of job, you develop really good leadership skills, communication skills, organising, and you just get to meet some amazing people. So we do offer a Griffith Mates program. I touched on that a bit earlier, but it is our volunteer program for students. So within the orientation email, I'll put some information in there. And if anyone does want to join, you can. I know it can be a bit overwhelming though, once, you're just getting started. You don't have to join straight away. You can join in trimester 2 or trimester 3 once you've, settled, or you can, later in the trimester, that's fine. But we will have online mates as well, so like offshore mates that'll be helping develop that online platform and really, creating that online community, and yet onshore mates as well that, in the past couple of weeks they've been doing trivia nights, they've done we had a Mario Kart competition, so they've been producing these amazing ideas, and I've been able to help facilitate it. So there's a whole big program as well that, if you want to get involved, you can. We always love helping students kind of,
and I love that
do some fun stuff.
I mean, even if you can only join virtually, we try and take nothing away from that. Like, we want you to be just as included as everybody else, whether you're here or far away, just to bring everybody together, which is fantastic, and Caitlin is doing an amazing job of that. So it's been really good. I don't know, Ella, if you wanted to let us know a bit about what you're looking forward to in the coming trimester, and just sort of from your point of view.
Yeah, we love to see our new faces, even if it's on screens or on campus. But my recommendation is for really get amongst everything that orientation and all the activities that to lead up before classes start. Get involved as much as possible, because, we talk about these networking activities, and like personally, that makes me a little bit nervous. Like, it sounds really formal and it sounds like sort of business networking or something, but honestly, like just getting those familiar faces around campus, and that means like the digital campus or the physical campus, it makes such a big difference. Okay, like you don't have to come here and you don't have to make friends. You don't have to make your best friends. I'm sure you've got great friends already. But to have familiar faces on campus, it makes a world of difference, because you will talk about your assessments and things, and, you know, you're having a casual conversation like, oh yeah, so I've got to do that homework that we've got due tomorrow. And you're like, what? That's tomorrow? I thought that was next week. And, you know, you keep each other accountable, do your work together, and yeah, you help keep each other on track. Okay, so yeah, just having those like familiar connections really helps you out. Knowing your teachers' names, knowing staff names and staff email addresses is a great way to get help. Like we've got all our general ways to get in contact with us, like through the live chat, making phone calls, turning up at reception. But if you know certain staff names and you have connection with them, like it's a really good way to just get quick answers back. You know, you might say, look, hey, Ella, I spoke to you at orientation. I heard you talk about this. I've got a question, you know, and you can come directly to me because you know that I was the one that spoke about it. You know, you can get a quicker answer that way. So getting familiar with staff and teachers and your fellow students, honestly, it makes your experience at college and university so much smoother. So really embrace all of those activities that are involved on the way through to getting started.
Yeah, I agree. Build your team of people. So whether that means getting to know your teacher, they're professionals in their field, and they're an amazing team of teachers. Like they go above and beyond for their students. And year after year, we get so much positive feedback about how much they do to prepare their students. And they're always available either in class time or via consultation to help you with anything. So it is really worth, as Ella said, getting to know those around you, whether they're your teachers or, you know, our team up here. If you need help with anything more administrative, we can help with that. And also the student learning advisors and counselling team, if it's something more personal or academic, even your PCs, just getting to know who everybody is, I guess, and knowing who to go to when you need something, and just reaching out if you do need some support, because we're always here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, we've got any other questions coming through? We're kind of on the home straight now, but we don't want to run away, because we want to make sure that you guys who have attended or have maybe joined us a little bit late today have got all of the information that you need. But remember, we will send out this information that we've gone over today. And once you've got that access and have logged in with your student ID and your date of birth backwards and have changed your password, once you have access to the homepage of the digital campus, I mean, really, you'll have access to so much information to go over in the coming days before your enrollment. So take full advantage of that, and I guess just try and get to know it as much as you can to prepare yourselves. I guess that's probably my advice at the moment.
There will be 2 additional sessions as well, just enrollment help sessions,
right,
in the next coming weeks. So, you know, if you want to pop onto another session and you've got, you know, specific questions, or you just want to see if other people have questions, so, you know, maybe everyone could help each other, that information will, again, also be sent out in that bigger orientation email with your key dates and key times. So, that will also be there if needed.
We send out a lot of information.
Yeah, there will be. Apologies in advance, but I'll title it orientation. So if you need to like search it through your emails, all the key dates for activities and help sessions will be in that email.
I guess it's all there. It's just knowing where to find it, isn't it?
You'll
get used to it. Once you set up properly.
Exactly.
Oh, fantastic! Excited to meet new people. It's so sweet. And, you know, I mean, the world's been upside down. I know that we're always talking about it, but, you know, we've been so restricted these past 18 months that it is really good to have that sense of community back, whether it's virtual or whether it's students coming to campus. But it really makes a difference to our day when we've got more students on campus. It does feel different because there's a bit more of a buzz. So I'm really looking forward to people coming in for orientation if they can, or just seeing faces on Zoom, just zooming in from wherever you guys are in the world. It's always exciting to see, which is fantastic. So what date can I register? Okay, so yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ella's onto that question, but for those of you who may want to know, the trimester 3 official start date is going to be Monday, the 18th of October. So you may not be enrolled in a class that starts on that Monday, but that's when the classes will start running from, is from that Monday, the 18th. And it runs through to, now I've made problems for myself because I don't have the calendar in front of me. But yeah, it's around about a 3-month period. So it will end around about end of January 2022 is when trimester 3 will come to an end. Yeah. Okay, we'll just have a look at some other questions that are coming. Okay. So check your emails. Will you be emailing student email addresses with
It'll
the
be
registration guide?
Yeah, I believe, yeah, it'll go to your personal email because people don't have their college email set up. Yep. So it'll be your personal email. I believe, yeah, it'll be set the same email you got this the information about this webinar on. So yeah, it should be your personal email. And yeah, at the very latest by the end of next week. But yeah, all the information will be there.
Yeah, so hopefully you'll have as much as you can in time for Tuesday morning.
Yep.
And don't lose heart if you try and register and you find that you're having some tech issues. It may just be because everybody's logging on at the same.
A lot of people trying to register at the same time.
I mean, I felt it had to be said.
Patience, please, patience.
So just if you, it doesn't mean we don't want you, please keep trying. If anything, it just means that there's a bit of traffic at the same time. Everyone's gone, bing, 10 o'clock, I need to go and choose my classes. Please don't lose heart. Just keep trying, keep registering. Yeah, and you will find you'll eventually be able to get in. And I'm saying it may happen, it may well not. And you should mostly be able to go in and choose your timetable and confirm it like that. And yeah, and then once you have enrolled and you've created the timetable, where to access that would be, funnily enough, the first option is timetable. So you'll be able to see your timetable there. Yeah, and if you have any concern about the classes that you've selected, you do actually have a couple of weeks, or actually no, not a couple of weeks, you've got more than that because you're enrolling early. You will have around about a month that you can actually go in and amend your enrollment. So if you enroll in a class that's an 8:30 start because at the time you thought that was a good idea, if it's say 2 weeks and you think, man, I'm not going to be able to do this, I really want the 1:30 class in the afternoon, you should be able to actually change your enrollment yourself. Just going back into the same registration area that you enrolled the first time, and you should be able to amend your enrollment by unenrolling from that class and just selecting the other class that you want. You will be able to do that, but only if that particular class is available. So in order to change your class times, the class you want to go to has to have some space in it. But the good news is that it's all done in real time. So if someone has the same idea as you, but wants to change out of the class you want to go into, good news is it will show as a space and you'll be able to go in there. So it is a bit like, what am I trying to say?
Like a jigsaw, or like slotting it,
yeah,
making it all work. I don't know.
Jenga? Is it
No, is
Jenga?
it, yeah, pulling it out and putting it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's a fine art, but you'll be able to do it and eventually create the timetable you want as a result. So yeah, so I think that's pretty much all I can say about enrollment.
Yeah, I think I've really spooked the event. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty excited.
yeah, I hope everyone's excited, excited to
Yeah.
study and excited to meet people and join in. If you're not, you should be.
Yes.
It's going to be a very fun trimester.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. And there's
Can't
going to be
wait.
lots of food. There's going to be
Yeah.
lots of food. I mean,
lots of course,
yeah,
that always.
everyone loves food.
It's a must, yes, for
Yes.
sure.
So we are really, really looking forward to seeing you on campus. If you can make it to
Yes.
campus, Brisbane or Mount Gravatt or Gold Coast, please do come in for orientation. If you're not able to, we will still be speaking to you. Don't worry, you will not be forgotten about by
Yes.
any means. We will get to speak to everybody at some point throughout the trimester. We really, really look forward to it. Yeah, so awesome. I think I've still got some questions coming through, which is wonderful. A note again about, I think there was a foundation question. I don't know if that was about classes, but that will definitely be online as well as associate degree. I also think Diploma of Design is going to be online as well. That's going to be 100% online, and engineering. But yeah, I'll have to confirm that 100%. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you wish to add? Maybe a little goodbye, Ella, or.
Yeah, just get involved and make the most of all the activities that I've got coming to you, and read your emails. Okay, most of the questions you'll have will be answered in the sizable number of emails that we'll be sending you over the next couple of weeks. So please follow that. But of course, get in touch if you've got any questions anytime. I can't wait to see you guys. Make sure if you see me at orientation, come up and say, I saw your big head with your buff head on the webinar. But tell me who you are, okay? When people say, I saw you on the webinar, what's your name? I don't know you. Because we can't see you guys. So can't wait to actually see you.
Absolutely. Oh, lovely. Yeah, we can't wait either, can we? No, yeah. I was going to say, it's funny, Alice should say the word buffet. It's like, I feel like we need a competition that anyone who can tell us what buffet means and puts it in the chat.
Yeah.
That's for another time, and we're just coming up with ideas.
That's the whole
for the
thing. Yeah,
coming
maybe a
shows.
week-long competition. Yeah, you just brainstorming.
Oh, absolutely. It's been so good to see so many of you logging on today. It just makes us so happy. And it makes it real that we've got a new trimester about to start with a whole new slew of students, as well as some returners. So that makes us excited. We can't wait to see you all, speak to you, whether it's email, chat, phone, in person. It's going to be fantastic. So thank you so much for joining us today. And remember, if you have any issues next Tuesday at all, please refer to all of the information you've got available on the Enrolment Self-Help, or get in touch with us if for any reason you still need some assistance. We're here for you, and we can't wait to meet you all.
Yeah,
Yay.
so excited.
Absolutely. All right, thanks for joining, guys. We're going to sign off. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
See ya.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.